This is Inside, a 2.5D puzzle platform with mild horror elements. And I think I love it. Released in 2016 by Playdead, which is the same team behind Limbo, which I promise I'll review later down the line. Wait, this game is already almost 10 years old? Jesus Christ, time flies. So today I'll take a look at this game's story, gameplay, art style, and everything in between. Also, this is your spoiler warning. I will go very in depth of what happens in the game, so if you don't want to be spoiled, just go buy the game and play right now. Right off the bat, you'll see that there is no menu. You just press the start button and you're dropped right into the game. Immediately, the environment is very unsettling, in a good way. It takes place in an abandoned dystopia, and we can see throughout the game that the upper class citizens have enslaved the lower class citizens to use them for disturbing science experiments. Anyways, we immediately see a young boy in a red shirt come out of his hiding spot in the side of a mountain. Along the way, you get chased by masked humans and very aggressive dogs. These will be very important later. As you progress to the forest, you can see other humans being loaded into the back of trucks, and guards are constantly on the lookout. At first, I thought that the boy was running away and the police were trying to look for him, but after playing the game fully, I was completely wrong. After narrowly escaping the guards, you find yourself in a farm. After solving a puzzle involving tiny chicks, an aggressive pig with a worm parasite in its ass wakes up and starts attacking the boy. After baiting the pig to hit its head against a wall, we rip out the parasite and drag him to boost you up to this helmet. This is a recurring mechanic in the game. Once attached to this helmet, it mind controls any citizens within a close proximity, allowing them to complete puzzles that would normally be out of reach. And once you get off the helmet, you can see that they just slump to the ground, meaning they no longer have the ability to think for themselves. After you make it past the barn, you find yourself in an abandoned city that has been repurposed as a security checkpoint. While jumping from rooftop to rooftop, it quickly goes south and you fall right into the same checkpoint you were trying to avoid. Then you have to copy what the lineup is doing so you don't get caught. Some people don't like this part, but I do. Something extra, you know? Eventually you do get caught and you have to run away and smash through a window. Eventually you steal a mini sub and go into the depths. While in the depths, we come across these humanoid creatures with very long hair. These are known as sirens, and they will drown us if they get too close to us. They're really fast swimmers, so really the only way to outrun them is to bait them in a different area. Using the mini-sub, we go into the beach and enter the science lab, where all the experiments happen. Eventually, we do get caught by a siren and it drowns us. But as we descend deeper and deeper, it implants us with a device that has the same pattern and color as those mind control helmets, allowing us to breathe underwater and mind control the lower class citizens without the need of the helmet. Eventually, we enter the laboratory and we see a bunch of workers staring at what looks to be an aquarium. We don't know what's in said aquarium, so we decide to find out. After finishing another puzzle, we enter inside the aquarium, now ass naked, and find the creature that the scientists were gazing at. This is referred to as the Huddle, a clump of failed experiments attached to some kind of electrical mechanism. We free the Huddle from the device and the boy gets consumed. And I'll let the scene play out. Now we must escape the lab by solving a variety of puzzles involving juggling a wood block that's on fire between sprinklers and using our way to smash open walls. We then escape the lab, roll down a mountain, and lay on the shore next to the ocean, which ends the game. Now there are many theories on what happened here, but we'll get to that later. For now, let's talk about the art style. Now there's not much to say here, but the art style here is really good. It's mostly gray and depressing, which fits with the overall dystopian setting. The game's lighting is also very realistic. It has real-time shadows, it affects the character models and the environment itself, and it's just very appealing visually. Now I'll quickly mention the performance side of things. On the PS4 version that I played for this video, it maintains 60 FPS throughout the entire thing at native 1080p. I think the PC version can go up to 4K at an uncapped frame rate depending on your monitor's refresh rate, but I don't know for sure. The animations are really fluid and realistic. When jumping, you can see the boy stumbling after hitting the ground, and using one of those rocket things that the puzzles build around, after it launches up, you can see the boy flinch a little bit if you're standing on it. Now switching the subject to audio, there's not a single bit of dialogue in the entire game, but just by playing it, you can piece together the story, or at least a story. There's no music, but the ambience here is amazing. For example, in the forest, when getting chased by a guard, the ambience gets a little bit louder and more distressing, as if to say the guard is slowly closing in on you. Or, in the depths, the ambience is more melodic and calming. Like, come on, this game just nails audio and visuals. Now, about the controls, you have a jump button and a grab button. That's it. But my only complaint is that controlling the huddle feels very sluggish, but I guess it kind of makes sense because you're moving the weight of many failed experiments, so yeah. And that's all I care to say. Now back to the end of the story. This game led to many players scratching their heads as they viewed the credits, and so did I. There are many theories surrounding the story of this game, so I'm just going to explain the ones I believe. First, why did the huddle just lay at the beach? It seems like the device that the huddle was connected to was keeping it alive, and we had just enough time to get out of the lab before it died. But how? The boy was controlling the huddle the entire time. But what if I told you that the boy was already dead, and it was being controlled by the huddle? When the siren implanted the boy with the device, he was able to still be controlled by an unknown force, and if you pay attention, the fish started circling around him because they wanted to eat him, because he's now a zombie. And when we're freeing the huddle, we see that the device has the same color and pattern as the one we were implanted with. So maybe the huddle was the unknown force this entire time. The secret ending gives more backing to this claim. On each chapter there is a secret path, usually with a puzzle that contains an orb machine. By deactivating each one and enter the secret room in one of the last checkpoints, it'll show you a giant orb which you then deactivate. Then head back to the farm, and in the cornfield there's a secret hatch which leads to the bunker. This is actually where you find one of the orbs. You'll see that the light above the door is glowing white. Then use the lever and enter this code on screen right now. In the room, you'll see a bunch of surveillance monitors with an alien controller attached to one of those mind control helmets. Unplugging the whole machine will cause the boy to slump down just like the humans we've seen throughout the game. Back to the huddle. One of the reasons why it stopped at the beach shore is because we're still in the lab. This is foreshadowed in one of the rooms we passed through when trying to escape. You'll also notice in the room with the scientists gazing at the huddle, they don't seem to care about stopping the boy anymore. Strange, isn't it? This makes it seem like it was planned. During your escape, some of the scientists actually help you out. But why? Throughout the game, the scientists have always been trying to stop you. I could keep going, but I had to stop somewhere. All in all, Inside is a must-buy if you're interested in 2D horror puzzle platformers. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Join my Discord server to see what I'm up to, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye.